I'm still like, how the hell with my broke ass fat self am I gonna get myself out of this situation? Life not going to plan, feeling stuck, frustrated or overwhelmed. Been there, done that, but not anymore. I have found a way to create the actual life and emotions and experience that I really want, and that's all about your core life values. Make sure you watch to the end so I can actually give you the tools that you can start today, right now, of how to identify your core values and make it an integral part of your actual life in order to create the future self that you really want. Hi guys, my name is Chantel. I am the creator of I Am BRAZEN Spirit, where I share the mindset hacks and habits that I have learned over the last few years that have helped me change my whole perspective on life, helped me lose weight, get out of debt, and just create a life that I really love. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join on our journey together. And let's get to it. In this week's video, I am going to be sharing how by defining my core values actually set me on the path to creating a whole new life, a life that I actually really enjoy. In 2017, I had a midlife crisis. I was literally sitting on a beach in Trinidad, pretending to live my best life, and it just hit me and I realized I was not happy with my life at all. I was overweight, I was broke, well, in debt, mountain debt. I did not like the life that I was living and everything was just getting on top of me. I literally panicked, and it was this crisis that made me take the commitment to change my life once and for all. I was sick of the debt, I was sick of being overweight, I was sick of the mindset that I was carrying around with me that just was not serving me or serving my family or just serving my future. And by making that commitment, I came across how my actual values were creating the life that I live. My life immediately changed when I looked at my core life values and how that was creating the reality and experience that I was living, and how those core values and creating new ones can actually totally change how I'm living now. Values are different from beliefs. Beliefs are the emotional connections that we have on a certain situation. So if you say, for example, with me, with my weight loss, I believed that I was overweight because I had no control, I had no self-discipline. I believed I was overweight because I didn't care about myself, so what's the point? I'm going to eat what I want to eat because it makes me feel good. Overeating made me feel good. That was my belief. Obviously, fast forward a few years later, overeating, that belief is no longer with me. Overeating to make me feel good overeating does not make me feel good. And that is it. So that belief is sometimes a thing we hold on to, and it makes us take action and do things in a certain direction. On the other hand, values are the emotional states that are important to us, how we want to feel. Most of us, including myself, think that if we have one specific thing, then our life will be happy. For me, it was a nice house, a nice car, money in the bank, nice clothes. And I thought once I had all of those things at the same time, all in abundance, I would finally be happy. I was literally convinced that that was the only time in my life that I'll be happy. And the pressure that I put on myself, thinking that that was my only way to happiness, obviously led to a mindset of lack, a mindset of frustration, a mindset of blame on others. It was really not a good place to be. So it's not actually that those things would make me happy. I was just chasing the feeling that I thought those things will make me happy, not even realizing I had the power within myself, with all the mess that I was actually living in, that I had the power to create those feelings myself. That was a eureka moment. That is where the values come in and had such a strong pull on how I decided from that point forward how I was going to live my life. Values allow your happiness not to be determined on one hard fact. Before I would have said, oh my gosh, I could only feel happy, only feel happy when I shed these 30 pounds. That's not true. I can feel happy by putting on my favourite music and having a dance and moving my body. That makes me feel happy. Your happiness is not to be determined on one hard fact. It was when I realised that my core values were all skewed, and to be honest, I didn't even have any core values. The values that I thought I had, that I thought I was living my life by, were actually self-sabotaging. It was the commitment to change the way I feel. I can change the way I feel. That was really the catalyst for all that you see and all that I've created in my life since my midlife crisis in 2017. So in a nutshell, beliefs are what we think and values are how we want to feel. I want to feel good. Don't you want to feel good? Of course I want to feel good. Why do I want to hold on to beliefs that are making me feel bad? I want to look for the good. So I took time to actually plan my 10 core values, and I can tell you what, those values were a far cry to the life that I was actually living. And when I put those values that I was currently living compared to the values I wanted to live, I can see why my life circumstance was the way it was. So how do you live by your values? Well, once you cultivate at least 10 values, which I did for myself, I've got 10 values for my life, then the main thing is prioritizing how you want to feel emotionally. And this means focusing your attention to the outcome you want to feel. So even if things don't go to plan, like if you decided, okay, one of my values is adventure, and I planned the trip and the trip don't go to plan, actually, whether the whole trip goes to plan, there are going to be snippets in there that will actually compound your value of adventure. So it doesn't have to be focused on one specific thing happening. That is the beauty of cultivating values that allow you to enjoy all aspects of your life. Even when things are not going exactly to plan, you can always find the good. And the last thing to do is planning your actions to enable those values to become easy. So if my value was love, and one of my values is love and relationships, I will plan a time for me and the people I love, or people I'm close to, or people I want to form relationships, to get together and have time together, because that is one of my values. That is what I hold dear to me. That is what is important to me. So I'll plan for it. You can't expect you to wake up in the morning and things that you want just come to you. Life does not work like that. I 100% can guarantee life doesn't work like that, because I lived my life like that for many years, and again, that was the whole probably forcing of my midlife crisis at 41, because I expected things to just happen, because why wouldn't they happen for me? Actually, you have to plan for what you want. Plan your joy, plan your adventure, plan your financial freedom, plan your spiritual growth, plan your business growth. All of those are core values that you can cultivate and plan your world and plan your life around them. There is no way that you need to stay in the situation that you are in. I believed that many years ago that this was going to be my life, and just by looking at my values and curating values that were empowering to me, changed everything. As I said in my video, 6 lessons women over 40 must learn, you really have to not think that anyone else is coming to save you. By creating life values or core values, just 10 values that you can live by that actually help create the emotional state you want to feel, will be a life changer for you, because everything is energy. And if your energy is spent being pulled down to whether it's your current circumstance or your fear or of the future or your regret of the past, those emotions are not going to help you develop and grow into the person that you are going to be, the person that you want to be, the person that you have the potential of being. We all have the potential of being a better version of ourselves, but it's just having the right steps and the right, maybe being put in the right direction of how to cultivate and how to make that a reality now and for your future self. I'll be honest, there is no secret to my success, and actually I've just made it very easy for you to do the same thing for yourself. Look in the description below, and there is a link to my values download. It's free, and just start cultivating your own values. Start to cultivate the values that you think that you will need for your future self. So it's time to be absolutely clear on the person that you want to become, and take the actions needed for her to show up for you every single day. And that begins with looking at your values and creating values that are going to empower you. So that's it for now. If you like the content, if you liked what you heard, let me know in the comments below if you are ready to set your own values, and let me know what kind of values you think you need in order to feel good, right now, not having to wait for some external body or external person or external occasion to happen for you to have the feelings that you want to feel. Make a commitment to yourself today, and you never know what that commitment today opens up for you. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget to be bold, be brazen, and be kind, especially to yourself. Don't forget to subscribe as well.